You were scrolling through your phone, then you heard some sounds coming from the window. So you went near the window and found a shadow and opened the window. Then the person came inside. Jimin, why did you take so long to open the window? Yang. I was scrolling through the phone, so I didn't notice you. Jimin, then give me a kiss. Yang. No, you won't let me breathe once you start pissing, you said, and turned around to go back to bed, but he held your hand and pulled you towards him. Your head got hit with his hard chest, while his other hand moved to hold your neck. You lifted your head to look in his eyes, but you felt some soft thing on your lips. You saw Jimin was so close to your face. It took you 2 seconds to realize that Jimin's lips were on yours. His eyes were closed. He was kissing you softly. You melted and started to kiss him. He smiled in the kiss, feeling you kissing him back. After some time he broke the kiss and attached his forehead with yours with a smile of satisfaction on his face, while you have a shy smile on your face. Jimin, let us sleep. Why? He then picks you up in bridal style. You wrapped your hands around his neck. He took slow steps towards the bed while maintaining, even though you have been together for 2 years, it still feels new to your hearts when you are close to each other. Then you drift into your dreamland. When you are in a relationship, one day you went on a trip for 2 days with your friends. Jimin also came. You both slept in the same tent while cuddling. The third day of trip you all went to home. That night you were about to sleep, then you heard some noises outside the window. You got afraid but slowly stepped towards window. You saw a shadow that made you more afraid and about to shout, then you heard a voice. You felt it familiar and opened the window and saw Jimin was struggling there. You let him come inside and ask what he was doing. Then he said that he is unable to sleep and wants to cuddle with her and will go early in the morning. He made cute faces with a pout. You got melted and accepted him to sleep with you. From that day, he was secretly coming to your home at night. Morning the alarm was ringing continuously and it disturbed your sleep. You opened your eyes and turned off it and looked at Jimin. He was sleeping on your chest. You tilted your head to look at his face. You kissed his head. He was sleeping like a baby. You don't want to wake him up, but you have to otherwise. Yang. Jimin, baby, wake up, he hummed in sleep. Yang. Baby, wake up. You will be late. He slowly opened his eyes and said, Jimin. I want to sleep more. He snuggled more into your chest. Yang. Wake up, Jimin, we are getting late. You can sleep after college. He woke up and went home. You got ready for college. You went to college. While Jimin also got ready and went to college. At college you were walking through the hallway searching for Jimin. At last you found him waiting for you. You were going towards him. He saw you. While walking you noticed his gaze on you. He was not blinking his eyes. He doesn't even leave a millisecond to admire you, and it asks I'd lie if you say you never know about it. When you were in front of him, you called his name softly, Yang. Jimin, shall we go? He came out of his thoughts and nodded his head. Then you both went to your class. After class, Jimin went to basketball practice. You also went with him. While playing, the opposite team member pushed him knowingly or unknowingly, then he fell down and sprained his leg. You ran towards him and took him to the nurse room with the help of his friend Taehyung. The nurse sprays something on and massages his leg and tells him to rest. After some time you took him to his home and stayed with him till night. He stays with Taehyung in a rent house at night. Jimin. Why don't you go home? Why? Your leg is sprained. His home and stayed with him till night. He stays with Taehyung in a rent house. Jimin. It's already night and I don't have any work. I will sleep now. You go home. Your parents will scold you if you were more late. Yang. But, Jimin, go. Taehyung is there to help me if I need anything. Yang. Ops, take care. Good night, Jimin. Bye. Be careful. Ping me if you feel scared and see you in your dreams. You kissed his forehead and went to your home. It took you an hour to reach home as there are no buses, so you end up booking a cab. You already informed your parents that you will be late to go home. You went to the room and opened the phone to check if there was any message from Jimin and noticed your phone was dead. So you put it on charging and went to the bath. You took a relaxing bath for almost an hour. You change into comfortable clothes and take your phone, then go towards the window to call Jimin. You opened the window and were enjoying the cold winds, then you found many missed calls from Jimin. You were about to call him, then you heard a voice. You looked around the place and found a person at your father's room window. You looked at him clearly and found it was Jimin. He was knocking on the window and calling you father. Jimin. Uncle Weef is in home. Knock, how are sleeping when your daughter's phone is unreachable. How can I live if something happens to her? Knock, uncle, auntie. You got afraid that your father will kick you out of the house after knowing about your relationship. You tried calling him, but it is not audible to him. Then you dialed his number, but he is not picking the phone, so you went to the door and opened it before going near to him. Wang. Jimin, he turned towards you. After looking at you, his eyes turned into soft one. He hugs you so tightly, taking you off guard cause of his sudden action. Jimin. Why didn't you pick up my calls? Wang. My phone is dead, so I kept it on charging and went to take bath. To what are you doing here, Jimin? Yeah, I called you to confirm that you reached home, but you didn't pick up my calls, so I got worried and came here to make sure you were safe. Yan, you sprained your leg. Nah, then why? Wait, how did you come here with this leg? You should have waited for my reply, Jimin. Taehyung helped me to come here. You looked at the door and found Taehyung standing there. Yang. Up. But why did you knock on a Pai's window? What if a know about us, Jimin? They are not opening the door, so. He pouted, and you released the brief you were holding. Yang. Doc. You go home now. Don't stress your leg, Jimin. Yeah, I am unable to sleep, he said with a baby voice which melted you instantly. You informed Taehyung about Jimin staying at your home. He went to his home. You were walking into your home while helping Jimin to walk. You were looking at your parents' room from time to make sure you won't get caught. Suddenly you saw the door of your parents' room opening. You got afraid. More than that, you got shocked after seeing the person came out of the room. Yin. Jin Ape. What are you doing in our parents' room, Jin? They went out as they got some work, and my roommate is not working, so I was using this room. To who is he? Jin's expression changed into a serious one while saying the last sentence. You gulped, looking at him. Yang. Ape, he is my b-boy boyfriend, Jin. Come, I need to talk with you, he said while looking at Jimin. You both went to the couch and sat on it. Jin. Do you love her? Jin asked while looking at Jimin. Jimin nodded his head. Didn't he even glance at you? You looked down, being afraid seeing his blank face and sharp gaze. Jin. What are you doing here at this time? Jimin. Yeah, I can't sleep without her, so I came here. Jin became numb at the thought they were sleeping together, and he knows nothing, but he trusts his sister enough and love her more than anyone not to get raged on this. Yin. Yeah, I have a question for you. If your answer impresses me, then you can go to her room, else I'll throw you out of the house and make sure you never met her. So are you ready, Jimin? Yeah, I will do anything to make you like me rather than leaving my oxygen. Jin. Other than cheating, what else can ruin the relationship? Jimin. Lie. If not cheating, then Lee can make hearts apart even if we don't want. Lying to our partner is letting the grass grow in the green farm, and I didn't lie to her till now and will never do that in the future, Jimin said very confidently. He didn't even stutter. Jin liked his confidence and the fear of losing their love on both face. Jin. Take care of my sister. Don't even think of breaking her heart. And when are you going to reveal your relation to our parents, Jimin? After the completion of our studies. Jimin smiled and Jin nodded his head. You lift your head with a bright smile and looked at both men who were already smiling. Jin. One more thing, don't do any nasty things before the marriage, Jimin. We won't. Vin went to the room and you both went to your room. You made Jimin sit on the bed and massage his leg and made him lay on the bed. He was looking at you. You turned off the lights and lay beside him. He came closer to you and put his head on your chest. You put your hand in his head and played with his hair. He smuggled more into your chest, saying, Jimin, your chest is more soft than the bed. Your cheeks turned red by his words. Jimin. You look more beautiful while blushing, and that too because of me. You were confused how he knew that you were blushing, Jimin. I know everything about you, baby. Jimin. Love you, Wena. Your eyes filled with tears. It is not like he won't say those words to you, it is just you feel heartwarming when you hear those words from him. Not only his words, his actions also say that each and every second. You feel lucky to have him, Jimin. Wanta, you say it back, Wayne. It back. You don't understand what he was saying, so you said that with a frown on your face. He becomes annoyed looking at the frown on your face and say, Jimin, I just confessed my feelings to you. You are supposed to say that back. You gently cupped his cheeks and kissed his forehead, and looking into his eyes you said, Wayne, I love you so much, Jimina. Thank you so much for coming into my life, and don't ever think of leaving men, Jimin. Yeah, Wanty. You guys slept in each other's arms after that. After your graduation, Jin convinced your parents for your marriage when they didn't accept Jimin's proposal. Jimin also talked with his parents and they accept your love marriage day. The wedding ceremony was arranged like a marriage in a fairy tale. There Jimin was waiting impatiently at the aisle to see you in the wedding dress. You didn't let him go with you while choosing the dress. Taehyung, who was beside Jimin, saw his soulmate impatient and said, Taefang, clam down, man. She will be here in a few minutes. You came to the wedding hall. Your father held your hand and walked you to the aisle. Imin saw you, who was walking through the aisle like an angel in the white gown. He was mesmerized after seeing your beauty. When you were near him, your father told him to take care of you. By hearing his voice, Jimin came back to the world. Your father gave your hand to Jimin and went back to Yam and Tin. After the rituals, the priest told Jimin to kiss you. You were looking down, being shy. Jimin came towards you and kissed your forehead and said, Jimin, I promise to love you and respect you till my last breath. Yan. I promise I will be with you in every situation till my last breath. This is how you both become one officially. You both